Hello, I'm Susan Whitaker. Thank you for joining me for yoga today, and we're going to be focused on the throat chakra, which is also called the Vishuddha chakra. And some of the qualities of the throat chakra are sound, openness, vibration, voice, breath, listening, compassion, openness, and of course singing. So we'll begin with making a little bit of sound. I'm going to be sitting in a chair to start us off today, so you can sit on the floor or in a chair. And the first thing we're going to do is something called the Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi means victory, and it's simply making a soft, raspy sound at the base of the throat. So hold your hand in front of you as though you're fogging a mirror and make the sound of ha, 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 ha. Then close your mouth and do the same thing. And you'll feel that right in the end of your bottom of your throat. On your in-breath, you're going to make that sound. So it's a slight constriction. And keeping your mouth closed on the out-breath, you'll continue making that sound. So practice that for a moment. Inhaling, making a soft, rasping sound in your throat. It's soft too, it's not harsh. And exhale, same sound, a little softer, relax your jaw. And this obviously slows the breath down, allows you to empty your lungs all the way, fill your lungs all the way, and it gives the mind something to meditate on. So we'll begin with this Ujjayi breath. So close your eyes, take your seat, sit comfortably with your spine tall and your shoulders resting downward, and begin noticing the sound of your breath as you inhale and as you exhale. Just continue breathing, making this soft sound, and this is going to draw your attention to your throat, and that's where we'll be working today. Inhale and exhale just a few more times. And as you move up from the chakras, from the root to the belly, to the solar plexus, to the heart, and finally when you get to the throat, things are becoming a lot more subtle. So there are fewer yoga movements available to really focus on this Vishuddha chakra, your throat chakra. On the next out breath, relax, and we're going to drop the head forward and curl your chin to the right. And think of a crescent shape from your right shoulder to your left shoulder, a half circle. Take a moment as you make this circle to swallow. Imagine that the throat is opening and your voice box, your vocal cords are relaxing. Feel the sides of your neck and throat. And this time we're going to take, as you go to the left, take your nose and trace a rainbow from your left shoulder over to your right shoulder. And once you get there, go back again. And if you have any issues with your neck, go very slowly or skip this part altogether. And then when you've completed your side-to-side rainbow arc, simply lift your head to the midline and reach behind you with your hands and interlock your fingers. So it will look like this. And if you have trouble with your shoulders doing so, instead put your hands on your hips and just take your elbows back. We want to draw the shoulder blades together and open up the chest. Now we're going to pull straight down toward the seat of your chair or toward the floor if you're sitting on the floor. And let your chest rise. We're going to bring the chin forward, closing the throat. So take a regular inhale through your nose and then an Ujjayi sound breath through your closed mouth, kind of through your throat. Lifting your head, breathe normally. We're going to take the hands around to the right side of the body. The hands can go anywhere from the middle of the spine over to the waist. You've got a little range of motion here. So once you have placed your hands where they naturally go, take your right shoulder, shrug it back and down, and take your right elbow, move it forward, and then move it back. Good. Now here we're going to turn our head to the left. So let your eyes float left. Keep the spine tall but not rigid. Imagine you're being lifted by the crown of your head. Bring your right elbow back just a bit. And then relax, bring your head to the midline, bring your arms down. We're going to swing them around to the opposite side, my left side, your opposite side. And take that left shoulder and shrug it up, back, and down. You want to slide your shoulder blade down. Maybe do that twice. Then we're going to take the left elbow forward and straight back. As you hold your shoulders and arms in this position, slowly turn your head to the right. Nice and easy, like you're casting your gaze over the landscape. And stop in a comfortable place. If you're holding it and you feel any discomfort, just soften your movement a little bit. And we'll take a deep breath in through the nose and an ujjayi exhale. Come back to the center with your head. Release your hands and relax. So we've done a little movement with the throat, focused on that throat chakra. Now we're going to take the right hand and wrap it around so that you're holding the ribs on your left side. We're going to do some side movements and notice how this affects the movement of your torso and the movement of your neck. Initially, imagine that you can pull against your ribs, which you can do, and as you do that, you're going to lean your head to the left. Now make sure that your ear points directly at your shoulder. It's tempting to curl the chin down, but as you move your ribs to the right, your head to the left, you're going to get a beautiful stretch on the right side of the neck. And feel how the left ribs are tucking in a little bit while the right ribs are a little more open. You can have your other hand just resting on the chair. Inhale, bring your head to the middle. Release your right hand. Switch over, take your left hand to your right rib cage, and you'll pull in like you're trying to move your ribs toward the left. Then lean your head to the right ear pointing at the right shoulder, and feel how the right ribs are compressing, folding in a little bit, while the left ribs are opening. And go just to the level of comfort for your neck. Make sure that you don't push your neck. It tends to have a good, strong memory. So we always want to be gentle when it comes to the neck. And on the inhale, slowly align your spine again. Release your neck. Good. And pause. Now we're going to raise the right hand. Take it out to your side with your palm face up. And we're going to turn the head left. Nice and gentle. It's a twist with your neck. And once you've done that, pull your right arm back just a little bit if that's available to you. Here's the modified version with your hand on your shoulder. You could do that also. Now we're going to roll the head and look up at the ceiling. Let your eyes look up and be wide open. You can blink a couple of times and let your eyes very softly drift to the right. Can you take that right arm behind you just a quarter of an inch more? Inhale. And then take your left hand. You're going to ease your head to the center as you drop your right arm. Take a moment to stir your right wrist. And you might notice a lot of tension being just draining out of the right side. Now left arm will come up. You're going to pull the left arm back. Lean the head to the right, nice and easy. And I didn't mention this, but you can do this now. If you have trouble bending your neck in this way, you can put your hand underneath your head and just lean your head in your hand. All right? Now from this position, we're going to turn our head and look up at the ceiling. So you're looking up to your right side. Ease that left hand back. it. So you're getting a beautiful stretch across the throat, left side of the neck, over the shoulder and down into your ribs. And the ribs are beautiful at supporting your torso and your neck. Take your right hand to your head if it's not there already. Ease your head to the middle and drop the left arm down. Good. And bringing your right hand down, we're going to take the head and turn to the right. Look over that shoulder. Lift your chin. Make that rainbow arc again. Point your chin at the ceiling. Slow motion with this. You want to take anywhere from 10 to 15 seconds to ease your chin back over to the left shoulder. Now let your neck get tall. Look over your left shoulder. So we're moving from a twist. And again, please be gentle with your neck as we take that arc from left to right. All the way over. Relax your head, let it fall forward, just roll it to the midline. Take a deep breath. And we're going to take the hands behind the head and just massage the neck. So with your fingers digging in right around the spine, your thoracic spine, your cervical spine. And then digging your fingers in right at the spine itself, right at the vertebra. Pull out, grab your shoulders, pull down with your elbows. And once your hands come down, shake them out a little bit. Okay, when you're ready, let's come down to the floor. So you can move your chair aside or stretch out and lie down on the floor. Right away, bend your knees and just let your whole back sink into the mat. Feel the gravity drawing you and holding you. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You might notice you went right into that ujjayi sound. Now we're going to straighten the left leg and bring the right leg in toward the middle of the body. I'm holding my right foot with my left hand. My right knee is open out. If you have osteopenia or osteoporosis, you're instead going to hold your leg level so that the knee lines up with the hip, okay? And we're all going to just take that right leg and rock it side to side, nice and easy. Allow your head to move with that rotation of your leg. This is cradle pose. And this is a way of incorporating the throat with the rest of the body as we work a little bit with the hips. All right, the next time that you swing your leg to the left, we're going to step across the leg and let the left knee fold over to the right in a spinal twist. Put your left hand on your bent knee, your right arm open, and gradually and slowly, like your head weighs 100 pounds, roll your head from one side to the other. Take your time. And underneath the surface, you're going to be taking slow breaths. Feel free to close your eyes, keep the right shoulder blade on the floor, and then slowly roll your head back to where it started. And finally, roll your head so that it's centered. The neck realigns with the rest of the spine, and let your chin drop. And as we hold this pose, we're going to hum, just to activate the sound in our throat. So taking a deep breath in, we'll exhale and hum. Follow with 2 full breaths. Make sure your neck is nice and soft. And return to your back. Let the leg go. Step down and slide the foot down. Let your whole right side relax. Now let's take the left leg in. And same thing, cradling either with your foot in the midline and your knee opening out to a half lotus, holding with your right hand, or having your hands on your shins if you need to protect your hip bones, and just take side to side motion. Let your head turn with the movement of your leg. And if you need a little more support, you can step that right foot back. But we want to give ourselves lots of room for our range of motion. And the next time you swing your leg to the right, lower your knee to the floor, put your right hand on your knee, come into a spinal twist. Allow the left shoulder to roll back on the floor. Put your left hand down behind you and slowly roll your head, that heavy, heavy head, from one position all the way to the opposite position. And back again. If you feel a tightness or a resistance in your throat, you can swallow. Now as we hold this position, we're going to hum again. So take a very deep breath. Breathing in, return onto your back. Step down, slide the left leg down, and feel the sensation in your left side. Now we're going to bring our arms in beside us. The back of your upper arm is going to be against the floor. Your fingers are going to point to the ceiling. Your neck is going to remain neutral as you press with the backs of your arms and let your chest rise. Your chin is going to naturally come down to the notch in your throat. So hold this position with a lifted chest, a lifted solar plexus, lifted rib cage, and take 3 deep breaths. And this fish pose brings vitality to the body, and it also gives the neck a beautiful opportunity to massage the thyroid gland that lives at the bottom of your throat. The next time that you exhale, release your back onto the mat, broaden your shoulders, and just take your hands to the floor. Let your feet roll out. Take another breath. Exhale. Now reaching behind you, interlock your fingers behind your head, and we're going to start to walk our feet over to the right. If you're able to, cross your left ankle on top of the right, and then we'll tilt the upper body to the right. We're going back into a side stretch. Think of your right elbow pointing to your heels, your left elbow is back on the floor. And just as we did when we were sitting, we'll notice that the right side is bending, folding inward, and the left side rib cage is expansive. Kind of like Venetian blinds. The right side is closed, the left side is open, letting in the light. Take one more breath. And with your exhale, completely soften the body, uncross your ankles, and slide your feet to the middle, realign your upper body, and then begin to walk your feet with long legs over to the left. When you have to stop your motion, that's when you cross your ankle, and then tilt your upper body, keeping the elbows back. Turn your head in a comfortable position. Drop your chin slightly, and now the right rib cage is open, letting light into the right side. The left one is folded, and we take deep breaths, experiencing how the breath moves in our ribs and in our lungs. With your exhale, completely relax and soften your body. Uncross your ankles, walk your feet to the center. Bring your upper body to the center, and then releasing your arms, sweep them down to your sides. Walk your feet back and take a moment to hug the knees and rock from side to side just to release your lower back. Yoga is different in the way that we will focus on a particular area, but we recognize that everything is connected to everything else. So when we're working with the throat, we're also working with the hips and the back. When we're working with the feet, we're working with the shoulders. It's all connected. When you're ready, rock to one side, all the way over, and push yourself up to a seated position. And again, you can sit in a chair or you can sit on the floor, and we're going to close with a very gentle meditation, and it's called the hum-sa meditation. The sounds are hum and sa, but you're going to just silently repeat those sounds. I'll say them out loud for you. Allow your eyes to close, drop your shoulders down, settling into a seated position. Start to notice your breathing. And on the inhalation, silently say to yourself, hum. For the duration of that inhale, it's almost like a vibration. On the exhale, silently say to yourself, ha. Again, you don't have to say it, you're just going to silently say it. Inhaling the sound of hum, exhaling the sound of ha, hum, sa, hum, sa. Hum, sa. Hum, sa. And the next time that you inhale, hum, you can blink your eyes open, exhale, sa. Finding your center, finding your balance, finding your own wisdom voice. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.